XQC, the biggest streamer on Twitch, just moved to kick.com. Make sure to watch to the end.
This is crazy. I don't know how to start this video. This is crazy.
All right.
Streamer XQC just signed a 2-year, $100 million contract with kick.com. This
$100 million. $100 million. We're talking like movie star actor money. What the heck? That's insane.
is the biggest streaming contract, bar none. The
That's
second
what I'm
biggest,
saying.
Ninja, $50 million. He doubled it.
XQC doubled the Ninja contract. That's insane. Because Ninja is one of those names that if you know about streaming, you know that name. Even if you don't like him, you've heard of Ninja. And to think that he only got 50 and XQC got 100 million. 100 million, and nobody can even understand the guy. Seriously, though, that's crazy.
XQC is officially getting paid more than LeBron James. LeBron! He's getting paid $97.1 million over 2 years, which makes him the top paid player in the NBA.
This is crazy. Oh my goodness. If you don't even know sports, you know LeBron James's name. That's me. I don't really follow basketball. I don't really care for it. I mean, it's cool and all. I played in middle school, but I don't really follow the sport, and I know this name. I know LeBron James, and he makes $97.1 million. He makes $3 million less than XQC. That's absolutely crazy. A streamer is making more than a basketball player. What?
An XQC is making more money. That is fucking mind-blowing.
Right.
Now, it is, before you guys get on your high horse and you say, who watches XQC anyway? Deserved to some degree.
Lots of people,
XQC
apparently.
is the biggest streamer on Twitch and has been for a long time.
Yeah.
2020, #1 streamer. 2021, XQC #1. 2022, XQC #1.
He's going on 3 years strong, pretty much, until this point, that he's been the top streamer on Twitch. So I guess it makes sense. So this is making waves. This is huge. The biggest streamer on Twitch leaving Twitch for Kick. It's not looking good, Twitch. I think we need to throw out the life preserver for you, buddy. What's going on?
Past 6 months of 2023, #1 streamer, XQC. He's been the top dog for the past few years, and it seems like he will continue to be the top dog for the next couple years.
Right.
Well, at least it seemed that way until he brought his talent over to kick.com. Now, before we go any further, it's worth clarifying, this is a non-exclusive contract.
Oh.
He will not be locked into an exclusive contract with the site. He could stream on YouTube, TikTok, and he plans to still stream on Twitch.
Oh, man. Twitch, you got a couple points that you could learn from kick.com. They're not even making this huge streamer, the biggest streamer on Twitch, come over and have an exclusive contract. It is a non-exclusive contract, meaning he can stream on other platforms. He's not tied down to kick.com. Like, what? This is crazy. This is crazy. Twitch is just losing the race, man.
Though not nearly as often. And the expectation is that Kick is where he primarily produces his content, which is in line with Kick's growth strategy, where they sign huge streamers to non-exclusive contracts so they can still stream on Kick and then hopefully bring the people over from Twitch to Kick over time.
Yeah, that's just smart, man. That's just so smart. Like, hey, I mainly stream on Kick, but I'm still here for you guys. Like, maybe you could make your way over eventually and just, follow me on Kick, make an account, and just kind of start checking it out. That's so smart. The non-exclusive thing actually works in their favor because you can pull people from those other platforms. Oh, he mainly streams on Kick. What's this kick.com site? Let me check it out. That's smart.
Which has been working out for them because Kick has grown tremendously.
Right.
And this begs the question that everybody's wondering. How the fuck does Kick have this much money? How do they have $100 million contract money? Because the only other people who came close to that amount of money was Microsoft, which makes sense. Microsoft has a lot of money.
Right.
And even they had to shutter their windows over at Mixer because they ran out of that shit.
Right.
And the answer to that? Stake. Because the person who owns Kick, or is, I believe, the majority shareholder of Kick, is Ed Craven, who is also Stake Eddie, the guy who owns or...
Stake Eddie running that successful online gambling site. Dude, makes sense they have so much money. Gambling just brings in billions of dollars. Just so much money.
Is a part owner of Stake, which has reached a global gross revenue of $2.6 billion.
There you go.
$2.6 in 2022, which is why they're
billion.
able to afford Drake as their main advertiser in a $100 million advertising.
There you go. You're making as much as Drake, XQC. You're making as much as Drake. Well, at least in terms of contracts with Kick. That's crazy. Holy cow.
Contract, which actually means Drake and XQC are getting paid the same amount. Canadians on
Right.
top, I suppose. And this is not just me theorizing this. If you want, you can read yourself Ed Craven's own words, because he has his own medium where he posts his own thoughts.
Okay.
And in that, he talks about why do people watch online casino games and the relationship between streaming services and casinos and how that can make casino games bigger. And
Because it's funny to watch people lose. And then when somebody wins big, it's exciting for everyone when that person wins big. You can kind of jump on the hype train or whatever. So it's like funny to hate on the person as they're losing. And then once they win, it's like, oh my gosh, he actually won. Holy crap, that's crazy. And then you jump on the hype train. I understand it.
how you can make casino games more exciting to watch for people. And the general theory is that Kick.com is able to spend all this money because it advertises gambling.
Yeah.
And they make a lot of money from gambling. It's just
Exactly.
a guaranteed win. There's no way to lose because there's a house edge.
Right.
So you just guaranteed to make money from gambling. The larger gambling is, the more money you make. Well, how do you advertise gambling? Because you're not allowed to do it on Twitch or YouTube. You make your own website, Kick. That's the
And they definitely did it. They took the best things from Twitch, I feel like. They really tried to emulate Twitch while make it their own. Did rebranding really well, but the tools, kind of the buttons, some of the UI, just the way things look and feel, it kind of makes you think Twitch, but like a cooler, younger little brother that's up and coming and figuring things out and actually getting girls and I don't know if this is a good metaphor or not, but basically it's like it's the cooler Twitch now. It's really coming into its own.
general game plan, and it's kind of working. Slots and casinos are the most watched category on Kick, or at least they were for Q1 of 2023, and it's not really close. I mean, just chatting
26
somewhat in the region, but
million.
all the video games are bigger, more than 10 times smaller than slots and casinos are.
2 million people watch GTA RP. I did not know that.
And this is also maybe Ed Craven's way of also fixing esports by bringing sports gambling into esports, and that might be the future of esports because we know.
That's a good point. You bring in sports betting into esports, and you probably could save that whole industry just with that alone. You get people betting, throwing their money at who's going to win. And then the prize pool owner, which would be Kick.com or I don't know, maybe Stake.com through Kick or whatever. They take a cut of all these bets and then they're just raking it in. That's smart. That's actually smart. I'm not saying I like it, but I'm saying it's smart.
No, that's a losing business right now. And where did sports go? They went to gambling. That's where Ed Craven thinks esports will go as well. And if you even go to Kick.com, you'll see biggest streamer, slots and casino.
There it is.
In fact, 3 of the top 10 streamers right now are slots and casino streamers.
Man.
And that's just kind of the way it goes. But that's not all it is. That's what it was maybe at the start. But there are more creators who are outside of the casino sphere that are going to Kick.
Nice.
And it's because they offer something nobody else can. A perfect creator split. A 95-5 split. We all...
Ooh, Twitch, what are you doing? That 70-30 split is sounding pretty ugly right now. It's sounding pretty horrendous. 95% to the creator? Not the 5%, the 95%? I would almost understand more the 5% only, because I think TikTok does something similar. I don't know. I heard that at one point, that TikTok does some crazy, crazy bad percentage for their creators. But man, 95% to the creator. That's really good.
have been trashing Twitch over the past few months for cutting back from 70-30 to 50-50
Yep.
and taking away creators' monies. Well, Kick is doing the exact...
That's what I meant, by the way. The 70-30 is what they went away from, and now it's 50-50. Yeah, oh man. Yeah, that was a bad play, Twitch. It's looking really bad now.
opposite of that, because again, they seem to have this unlimited bank account they can draw from, which we all assume is coming from gambling. And so they can pay XQC $100 million to advertise to people what Kick is, and then get the smaller creators who now know about Kick, and they're like, well, if XQC will do it, maybe I can try it too.
Yeah, that's actually really intelligent. They take the biggest face of Twitch. Hey, XQC, do you want to come over to kick.com? We'll pay you $100 million. And all you got to do is do what you already do and maybe tell other streamers about it. Just say, hey, it's actually really easy. You know, the Kick contracting and everything was really easy to set up, and they pay me, and it's all good. And, you know, the website works, and chatting, you know, talking to my chatters and everything is the same. It's a good experience, and it's better because they pay me more. You guys should come over. And they're just like, yeah, sure. That's a good plan.
And you get a 95-5 split if you do. That seems worthwhile. And I anecdotally have seen a bunch of people who are interested in moving over to Kick. Even people like the Guards Trent, like just a Valorant player.
There you go.
Really good, who's thinking about going over to Kick because you make way more money.
Yeah.
Think about it. You have 100 subs, you're going to be making at least like $450 if you're on Kick, as opposed to Twitch where you're only making $250. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a smaller creator. And that's not where they're stopping, because
yeah, especially for the smaller creators. That's a good point, man, because the smaller creators are really struggling, I feel like, on Twitch right now with all these bad policy changes. And the fact that they have that non-exclusivity on Kick, so you get more percentage, first of all. It's not exclusive, so you can stream on any platforms as well. So you're getting way more of a percentage on Kick, and you can stream on these other platforms that you also may do, or, you know, some may do as well. And so you can just get as much revenue as you possibly can as that smaller creator. Maybe this allows more people to support themselves that might not have been able to, or were just right on the line before, and they're maybe falling off and struggling more because of the Twitch changes.
Ed also talked on Medium about how he wants to do an hourly wage paid to creators, regardless of if they have 1 or 100,000 viewers, which has never been done before.
What?
It has never even been heard about before. Paying hourly to stream, no longer being reliant on the ads or.
This is incredible. This is cutting edge. They're actually figuring this out. They are actually figuring out how to win the game. These kinds of things is like no matter what, if you're one viewer watching and you're streaming for 8 hours, you're gonna get paid. That's amazing. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's a scale there, and, you know, you don't get paid the same as somebody with 100,000 viewers, but you're still going to get something. That's cool. And so whatever stage you're at in that growth process, you're gonna make money. That's an incentive right there. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna come to Kick.
For the viewers to pay for subscribers or memberships, but just getting directly paid for your hourly work is a game changer and would pull over hundreds, if not thousands of streamers to Kick.com. And so far, this strategy Kick's been doing seems to be working.
Yeah.
All right. They have 5 million registered users already in just a few months.
And we're just getting started.
They're a huge, huge landing page. They got just 73 million people who went to their website in the month of May.
Woo.
But, you know, it's easy to hype up Kick. Let's not mistake. Twitch, still much bigger. All right. 1.1 billion. And the big
1.1 billion. I didn't even know that many people went to twitch.com. Jeez.
thing that Kick is missing out on is a lot of creators outside of the U.S., a lot of non-English speaking creators.
Yeah.
Twitch crushes that right now. They're huge in Germany. They're huge in Russia. They're huge in South Korea. And those markets are going to make Twitch on top for live streaming for a very long time.
Yeah,
and
makes
it's possible that somebody like Kick can come in, or maybe YouTube if they get their act together and beat Twitch. But at least for the next 5 years, I don't think that will happen. It'll take a little bit longer than that.
But Kick can still crush Twitch in the American market. Oh, yeah. It sounds like they are. I mean, it sounds like they're definitely going for it. They're going for it hard.
It seems, however, that all these things that Kick has been doing is making Twitch a bit nervous. Now, the running theory,
rightfully so,
there was an announcement from Twitch a couple days ago, is that they announced their Partner Plus program, which is reversing their decision where they slashed everybody from 70-30 down to 50-50, back to 70-30 again.
Oh?
Yeah, they literally just went through a PR nightmare only to be like, just kidding, we brought it back. And now, if you are a streamer, you have 350 occurring paid subscriptions, basically tier 1 subscribers, not Prime, not gifted, 350 people who
They're panicking. They are wetting themselves over in Twitch HQ right now. And they're just like, no, roll it back, roll it back. No. We are on fire right now. We are hemorrhaging money in the American market. Kick is doing so well. Guys, we have to do something. Just roll it back, roll it back. Give them the 70 again. Give it to them. Just give it to them. They've been asking for it. They were crying about it. You know what? We'll just give it to them. Maybe they'll stay. Everything will be fine.
Decided to give you $5 a month, they will give you a 70-30 split if you're able to hold that for 3 consecutive months.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is exactly how their secret contract worked before. This has been leaked, so I don't feel like I'm going to get in trouble.
Hey.
But they had this deal for a long time. When I first got 70-30, it was because I reached out through the partner portal because I heard through the grapevine that if you have 350 reoccurring paid subscriptions and you do it for 3 months, they'll give you 70-30.
Got it.
They basically brought back the same exact thing that they had before, only difference being you are only paid up to $100,000 of extra money, which seems to be the cutoff of, I assume, profitability for Twitch. And then after that, there's probably diminishing returns for streamers with 20, 30,000 subscribers. And so they don't want to pay them the millions that they might get for a 70-30 split. They want to pay them up to 100K.
Okay.
And so that helps
kind of
all
sucky.
the streamers who are in between like 500 and I think, 3,000 subs, something like that. And then after that, you're not really going to get the bag that you might have had before. But for the most part, it is a positive step Twitch made, and I think they did it.
This is definitely a good move by Twitch, but also forced. Like, they wouldn't have done this if Kick.com wasn't doing so well. And, I mean, whatever. It's good either way, but you can definitely see where the priorities are. It's not on the streamer. It's definitely on the money.
Because of some of the decisions that Kick has made. I think Kick is actually making a bit of a splash in this industry.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think Kick has a really good future. To me, it seems that there's one thing that is currently holding Kick back, which is their brand, their branding, their image.
Okay.
Right? For a lot of people, they won't even consider streaming on Kick, not just because of the association with gambling, and some people are calling it blood money. Which is true to a point, but let's be honest, getting money from Amazon, is it that much better? Are we...
No. To be fair, it is not that much better to get money from Amazon, honestly. But I think Twitch does a good job of like the management and whatever the direction or whatever they're getting from Amazon above them. They are really good at marketing themselves kind of separately from Amazon, even though everyone knows they're owned by Amazon, if that makes sense. Like, there's Prime stuff involved, and it's owned by Amazon, but just the way Twitch looks and feels and how it's marketed and everything, you don't immediately think of Amazon when you're looking at it. You just think, oh, it's Twitch. Like, oh, it's just streaming. Like, I don't know. That's what I've seen, at least.
Really trying to start a shit fight in capitalism land on who is more ethical. It's kind of a losing battle on all sides.
Right.
But also just because the image of who Kick allows on their website, and also who are the big faces of Kick, which to this point has been Aiden Ross, and that guy's been getting a bit unhinged.
Yeah.
Literally last week, 2 weeks ago, he was telling Hassan to kill himself.
Yeah, this guy's going a little crazy. I don't know what's up with this guy. I don't know anything. I don't know much about him other than that he's kind of crazy.
Which is crazy when he is the guy on Kick. He is the face of the website.
Yeah.
And he's telling someone to kill themselves. Not just Hassan, Jake Sucky. Which is like, that dude is just like a Twitter journalist who posts stories and shit. It's crazy to say Jake Lucky deserves to be stoned to death on God. That's a crazy sentence.
Yeah, this is not a good look. I can understand why Kick may allow this guy to stay on the site just because he's a big streamer and maybe I don't know, big source of revenue, I guess, but dang, that's kind of psycho.
Especially when you are the multi-million dollar face and largest streamer on a website.
Right.
It doesn't really bode well for other people who are hoping to go to that website. And then there's also been a lot of issues with Kick having streamers do things that are a bit nefarious, that get headlines.
Okay.
Like when Heel Mike got a 1-day ban for getting a blowjob on stream.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it doesn't have the best look around it, this Kick.com, people are doing some strange, nefarious, devious things, but in general, let's focus on the positives, if we will. They're doing some great things in terms of money and revenue for the streamers. It's definitely a better deal than Twitch, but wow, yeah, I'm not really sure this is good.
Those are the type of things that I think maybe stray people away from considering Kick.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously even worse things like Kick streamer Suspendus, who's accused of having sex in front of a child while live streaming. Which, again, these are the things that I think are currently holding Kick back.
Yeah.
But I think are surmountable still. It's new enough, right? Kick is new. I think people give a little bit of leeway to newer websites.
Yeah, they just need to tighten their policies. They need to tighten their policies and be stricter on enforcing them. And I think that stuff would stop, go away, quit being a problem. You know, the bad press would go away. And then all these streamers moving over to Kick, you know, maybe it would, you know, the ball would roll even more. XQC works his magic with streamers he knows, and the company in general, you know, good press starts rolling out, whatever. And they're real competition for Twitch.
Websites to form an identity and get their moderation in control.
Yeah.
And try to fix their website. They could go down a path where they end up becoming like Rumble, where there's people who won't even touch Rumble because of the political affiliation with right wingers. They wouldn't even dream of going on the website,
right?
Because even if you play Stardew Valley 24/7, just being on the website instantly connects you with a bunch of right wingers, which probably brings an audience you might not want if all you like doing is playing Stardew Valley for people. So Kick has to do a good job avoiding that and keep having an infinite bag of money. And in the next 3 years, we got ourselves a very interesting streaming landscape with.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I think. I think Kick could be real competition for Twitch if like Ludwig Mogul Mail is saying, they fix their PR issue, they kind of fix their image, right, and crack down on their policies and enforce them better. I think they could be an honestly really, really strong contender in the live streaming space. Well, what do you guys think? Is Kick.com going to take over the live streaming space? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like, a subscribe, and I will see you next time.